Start recording. Stop recording button. Voiceover off.
Okay, guys. Oh shit, I can actually see myself today a little bit. Oh, yay, my sight's not being a complete dick. I have a lot of shit to get off my fucking chest. A lot of it stereotypes, a lot of it wrestling, a lot of it trans-based, a lot of it, just mental health-based. So, and, I think it'll be really good for me to get it out in the open, not just for myself, but for others. I'm feeling a little antsy today, so... Plus, I'm going on, I don't know, like, I haven't had any sleep, so what the fuck, right? I'm gonna get my coffee so I can stay awake. And, there's a reason I haven't had sleep, and, it's just stress lately. My depression, anxiety, agoraphobia. The agoraphobia, honestly, on my list has probably been the least I've had to worry about, maybe. Yeah, I got my page shirt on. I can see it actually in the... Well, that's what that looks like when you have the selfie camera on. Well, to give you an idea, my site is not that great, and my subscribers probably have figured that out by now. Because I think I accidentally put a video up where I wasn't all the way in it, sadly. Where do I start? Well, I don't really know if I want to start with stereotypes off the bat. I want to do a little stress relief for myself so I can really start doing wrestling reviews again. So I'm going to do that. The other day had a really shitty, and before I continue, disclaimer. For anyone, whether you're a friend, whether you are, girlfriend, distant family member, my cat, which he doesn't really talk, so I don't know what the hell my cat's thinking. Anything that I put up here, depression related based, is not to get attention. It's fact. It's truth for me. And there's a very good damn reason why I share it. 2 reasons. Now, this is gonna probably be the first stereotype and the first one that I do, period. Everyone has this preconceived notion that people with either depression or people with anxiety, I'm not sure about anxiety. Oh, the light is actually really good there. I like that. Sorry. How do I word it? It's a bitch, but they have a preconceived notion because of society, because of dumb shits who give people like me a rotten name, that if you are a cutter or a former cutter, you have done it for attention. If you have a mental meltdown and you tell your friend about it, it is a cry for attention. I don't know about the rest of the populace, and I don't care to know because they're not my problem. My problem is me, my friends, and my lovers, and I. And we are not a problem. Simply put, I care a great deal about everyone in my life. And, you know, I reach out to you guys because, to be quite frank, it's very hard these days being alone and isolated in the middle of a hick town. I said it. And while there are good people here, for a blind transgender woman, I want you guys to just stop the assuming or the second guessing or the. Sometimes when any one of my friends or any one of my lovers or anybody's, it doesn't even have to be people I know. Maybe one day I just need to get something off my chest and I tell a random stranger and it happens. I rarely do I ever do that. But I think it has happened maybe once in my life. Maybe twice. And when I hear that line, I understand, it almost makes me want to go, the fuck you do? Because, let me tell you, everyone who has depression, anxiety, agoraphobia, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, which, you know, I know people who have that, and they're the sweetest bunch on the planet. You know, it's so unique from my point of view, from where I'm making the observation. It's so unique to the individual. You can't lug them all in a single category and say, oh, they're fine, they're just psycho. Or, oh, they're okay, they're just hear voices. Or, they're just bipolar. They're the Hulk and they'll calm down and just stay out of their way. It's, you know, they have feelings too. In the last, I don't know, 6 months to 3 years, I've had a lot of experiences with different friends, ex-friends, and, you know, different experiences overall that kind of make me want to reach out, not just to the trans community. When I originally started doing this fucking blog on YouTube, I think it was I want to say 2015. It was originally meant to give back to the trans creators for videos like Nicole Green, like Charlie Martin, like anyone else out there putting themselves out there. Like, more recently, Tara J, you know, the Gamer Girls. And now it has become so much more than that. You know, I'm going to be also straight up with something else. Paige is my idol for many reasons. A, she actually interacts with her fans, and when she says my freaks and geeks, I think that's a big deal because she's speaking to normal women who aren't on the beauty covers. She is speaking to people like me, like the Goths, like the oddballs, like the outcasts, like the people who are misunderstood and just slapped on with a fucking label because you don't fucking understand. Yeah, and I'm getting really passionate here because I'm tired of, you know, you see it on social media, friends I've made on social media get flack for just being themselves. And they have depression, and they're smart, intellectual, emotional beings that, yeah, you know what? They just have a little bit more to work with. In terms of, we live on this shithole planet, and it is up to us to make it not a shithole. It is up to every single one of us to do something about it. some people, they're perfectly fine with it. I'm not. But what can I do? I'm one person. So my new goal for this channel, not just wrestling reviews and gaming, not just reaching out to trans people, no. It has become reaching out to the misunderstood, to those who feel fucking alone, because, let's face it, I feel that every day since I have moved here. And yeah, I want to go back to New York City, and I will go into in depth why I'm here in the first place in another video, because this video I think is going to get a little long, and thankfully I have like 80 to 70% battery. The elixir of the gods, coffee. So, where do we start? You know, I've gotten to the nitty-gritty that I want to reach out to everyone, encompassing, inclusive. I don't care if you're trans, if you're gay, if you're lesbian. I don't care if you have depression, if you have agoraphobia, anxiety, or anything. I'm putting my fucking hand out and saying, hey, you're not alone. I grew up with a dad who's got, I don't know, probably, to my knowledge, it's like 2 mental disorders, but I'm pretty sure he's got more, at least one more. And my mom, she's got 2. And I wouldn't change a damn thing about them. You know, yeah, Dad wasn't perfect when I was growing up. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional like that. I'm going to try to put a lid on that for a sec. Okay. See, but it wasn't his fault, and his family, they're kind of douche nuggets, so to speak. And they would the same way to me. I am blind, visually impaired. I have come to accept it. And someday, my eyes are going to be just as good as putting a cardboard box over my head and walking in the middle of Manhattan. So I am enjoying every single bit of my life when I can, and, you know, that's it. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to do what I can, and, you know, I'm going to end it here, and I will come back and do another video. So I think this video is going to be called Transgender Goth Girl Reaches Out to Everyone who, I don't know, or to, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I just need to come up with a good name, because it, on top of the name, it's gotta be something obvious so that people see the fucking thing. Look, I don't care what it is. You're not alone. There's someone out there who gets you. I may not get your specific thing, but I get it's a pain in the fucking ass. It's a battle to wake up in the morning. But you know what? I fight. I made a promise to a friend last year that I wouldn't cut anymore. And as much as I struggle, I didn't. And that's a big fucking deal, because, you know, with my health issues lately, and I'll cover that later, and with things not turning out exactly how they should have, but I do have good news, and that's going to be in another video, because it's a little bit trans-related. You know, life lately has just been an emotional smorgasbord of nonsensical bullshit that can go right off the grid and fuck itself, because, you know, yeah, I was down for the count for what, a day, and shit kept coming at me. Apparently people don't know how to drive. I'm not gonna go into that. It's just one thing after another. But I'm back, and I'm gonna kick ass. Maybe not necessarily with my boots up your ass, but I'm gonna kick life in the ass. I'm not taking prisoners. And those who want to stay with me as a friend or more, or family, if you want to be there for me, or be with me on this roller coaster while I strive and push to succeed, you're more than welcome to. Because last year, I didn't have anything to fight for because I didn't know I could. I didn't even have a system in place. Now I get very angry these days and very depressed quite easily because it's very easy for things to go wrong. I have what I call a spider web kind of looking system. Like, you know, if you cut the little strands of it, it just goes. That's what my life is like. If some idiot, who, granted, my new case manager and my old case manager, they're not idiots, but let's pretend that I did get an idiot for a case manager. It was an honest mistake. I was really angry. And yeah, I felt like none of my case managers at Trillium cared about my well-being, whether or not I had a mental break or not, whether or not I got to my doctor's appointment or not, whether or not my speech therapies appointments I got to them or not. Because those, you know what, people may not understand this, who are like closed-minded, but those speech therapy appointments to me, and possibly maybe to another trans woman, they mean a lot to us. We wait so long, and now I'm taking everything I can get because, I don't know, people keep telling me the government's probably going to screw trans healthcare over, and I don't even want to think about that, so I'm just going to, take what I can get right now. But anyway, I said I was going to end this, 3 minutes ago, 4. And I'm going to end it now, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Probably, later tonight, because there's still more. Probably a different topic, though. This is just an intro for me coming back, so I'm glad to be back, and once I figure out how the fuck to get Instagram to properly work for me as a blindy, I will be posting some random shit up there again.
Voiceover on. Landscape. Home. YouTube. ExpressVPN. Swipe. Twitter. Now. UFC tweeted. If Tyra apps. Control center. Cellular data. Wi-Fi. Bluetooth. Lock rotate. Mute. Media rewind. Pause. Fast forward. Controls. Flashlight. Brightness. Volume. Time. Camera. Screen mirroring. Dock. Safari. Music. Mail. Files. Suggest. Message. YouTube. Message. YouTube. 42 new items. YouTube. Back. Notification. Twitter. Now. KJY.
No. Stop it!